Hello, friends. Our scripture today is from the book of Genesis. In the 27th chapter, we'll be reading the 36th verse. Esau said, "Is he not rightly named Jacob? For he has supplanted me these 2 times. He took away my birthright, and look, now he has taken away my blessing." Then he said, "Have you not reserved a blessing for me?" So this is just one moment in a saga between the twins Esau and Jacob. And Esau was born first and had all of the rights of the tradition to a birthright and a blessing from his father, the blessing of a firstborn. The story is full of all kinds of interesting facts. I don't know if anybody, Isaac or Jacob or Esau, come out looking good in all of this. He talks about how Jacob is rightly named Jacob. The name Jacob means heel grabber, which is how it's described in their birth, and supplanter may be a definition that more fits this story, in that Jacob manipulates things so that he supplants his older brother with all the birthright and the blessing of the oldest son. We read a story like this, and there is a temptation, because Jacob becomes the father of the 12 tribes of Israel. God works out a tremendous part of the story of God's work through Jacob. But that doesn't mean we have to say that it was God's will that Jacob does all of these things, that somehow that legitimizes all the deceit and the manipulation that Jacob did. What it really speaks to is a more fundamental aspect of Christian understanding. In our Christian life is based on the fact that we are offered forgiveness. We are offered freedom from the burdens of our past mistakes. And so in this story, what we see is, even though Jacob is reprehensible in much of his behavior, that God takes Jacob at the place where he is and works out a great work of the story of salvation through him, which speaks to each of us. God doesn't approve of our machinations, but God can take us from wherever we are now. And if we allow ourselves the freedom for God to move in us, God can take us and do great works through us. Peace be with you.